Hi, how many times have you heard everything is Maya? And you just nodded along. But inside, you wondered, which part exactly? If everything is Maya, then what is real? Most people think what Maya means is that the world is fake. The reality is an illusion. But that's not what Yogananda suggests. What he suggests is far more subtle, far more profound. And once you understand it, you will realize why our ancient yogis and our modern scientists might be pointing towards the same truth, but from opposite directions. So, what does Maya look like? Want to see an example? Let's begin. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, we are exploring the intersection of science and spirituality. So let's start. What is Maya? Let's see what Yogananda has written in his book Autobiography of a Yogi. The ancient Vedic scriptures declare that the physical world operates under one fundamental law of Maya, the principle of relativity and duality. They also say that the cosmic illusion is Maya. Now let me break this down. Maya isn't saying that the world doesn't exist. Maya says that the world works under a principle, two principles actually, relativity and duality. Relativity says that everything is defined in relation to other things. Hot is relative to cold, fast is relative to slow, up is relative to down. Nothing exists in isolation. Everything is defined in relation to other things. Duality says that everything exists in pairs, positive and negative, matter and energy, light and dark, wave and particle, male and female. You cannot have one without the other. So, Maya isn't saying that the world is fake. Maya is saying that this separation is the illusion. Now let me show you an interesting example for this. Now look at this carefully. We are going to pass a white light through a prism, a complete, unified, whole, white light. What happens when it passes through a prism? Most of you know it. When it passes through a prism, suddenly red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, 7 colors will start appearing. But here is the thing. The light didn't change. The prism created the appearance of separation. The separation was always potential within the unity. This is exactly how Maya operates. One reality appearing as many. The prism is the Maya, the light is the reality, and the several colors, these are manifestations. And we mistake these manifestations as separate realities. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. Yogananda claims that physics operates within this Maya. What does that mean? Let me show you. Newton discovered something very fundamental. His third law of motion: to every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, if I push this wall is going to push me back with the same amount of force in opposite direction, which means forces come in pairs. A single force cannot exist. Impossible. Electricity, positive charge and negative charge. Attraction and repulsion. Magnetism, North Pole and South Pole. You cannot have a single pole. Let's take another look of what Yogananda says about science. He says, physical science cannot formulate outside of Maya. The very texture and structure of creation is Maya. Nature herself is Maya. Yogananda is saying that science, by its nature, studies the relative world, the world of comparison, the world of measurements, the world of opposites. What science does is that it can discover how things work within this duality. But can it go beyond this duality? So, if this Maya is the principle that makes everything appear as separate, what me and you should be doing about it?
To surmount Maya was the task assigned to the human race by the millennial prophets to rise above the duality of creation and perceive the unity of the Creator was conceived of as man's highest goal. To tear the veil of Maya is to pierce the secret of creation.
Rise above duality, perceive the unity. Now, this is what I find interesting. Every time we go deeper into physics, we see that this duality starts dissolving. The separation starts eliminating. Wave or particle, both. Matter or energy, actually the same thing. E is equal to mc square. Space or time, it's unified as space-time. So it's like if we are going deeper into science, we are moving closer to the ancient text wisdom, which says that underneath everything there might be just one unity. So now comes the real question. What's the unity beneath? If Maya is this principle of illusion that makes everything appear separate, then what's beyond this separation? What's beyond this duality? Everything we discussed today, duality, relativity, everything leads to one question. What's beyond Maya? And the answer? It is hiding in plain sight. Like literally. Genesis, which is the first book of Bible, says, "Let there be light." I quote, "And God said, let there be light, and then there was light." Buddhism considers Buddha as the enlightened one. Vedas say that consciousness is Jyoti, which is light. Einstein made light as the only constant in the universe. Yogananda says that light might be the structural essential of the creation of everything. Next video, we will see why. Why light might be the answer to everything we discussed in this video, and what Yogananda had said about ancient yogis and their abilities to manipulate light itself. If this is something which resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know your perspective about these topics. Next video, we are going to discover about light. And it might change the way you see things. So let's decode it together.